Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Live in Conversation. I am your host, Daphnée René Antoine. I am an entrepreneur sharing resources to help family thrive. I am in conversation with the lovely attorney, Daphnée Camilien. Hey, hey, Daphnée.
Hi, hi.
You want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
I am Daphnée Camilien from Camillion Law.
Awesome, awesome. And then so we are live in conversation. Come on in, share the live. We have some great topic and some amazing resources that we're going to share. So please come in and be part of this conversation. And so before we start, we always go for disclosure. So Daphne, if you don't mind sharing that with us.
Yeah, sure. I'm an I'm an attorney. Renee is a financial. I always say this. I say financial advisor, but you always correct me.
Yes.
And yeah, and we are our information we provide this evening is for information purposes only. It's for entertainment. We This doesn't constitute a relationship between you and I, so we don't establish an attorney-client relationship, and she doesn't establish a relationship with you. If you want to contact us separately for any type of consultations or for more information, that can be had. But just want to let that out. This is for entertainment purposes only.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for sharing that. So we will be starting with our topic of the day. So today it's a little extra. So we're just gonna briefly talk about two topics. The first one is really an infomercial, and so that's basically saying the topic of the day is so a portion of Lakeshore Drive to be renamed Jean Baptiste Point DuSable Drive, and call to action. So basically, what that is that Jean Baptiste Point DuSable is known as the founder of Chicago. He's a Haitian descent, and then so the City Council Transportation Committee would like to honor him and unify the city by honoring his legacy, obviously. So that vote was recently passed through the Transportation Committee, but it is due to go in front of the full City Council sometime next month, I believe. And so we want to bring this information to you all so that you can know what's going on in the city as well as how you can get involved by taking action, contacting your alderman. I have an alderwoman, so that way you can let your voice be heard and be part of this historic move. So that's all I wanted to say on that. I'm not sure if you wanted to add anything else, Daphne.
I'll just add a line. If you live in the city of Chicago, or even if you're outside but you're just interested in this, if you're in the city of Chicago, locate your local alderperson. Make sure that they are for this. Renaming Lakeshore Drive. That is a beautiful street in Chicago, from the north to the south side, and it's the lakefront, so it's prime real estate. It's beautiful. If you're if you're outside the area but you are interested in this, you can also reach out to the mayor's office. This is not a slant. It was a major victory for it to be approved in the committee, but now that it's going to the full city council, it's not guaranteed. So they're looking for people to say that they support this. The more people that say that they support it, the stronger chance that it'll pass.
Amazing. Well, thank you for sharing that. So our second topic of the day is gonna be led by Attorney Chameleon, and here it is.
So the topic is it's a woman who was charged. A woman in Louisiana was charged for refusing to return $1.2 million mistakenly deposited to her account. So what happened was she had, which is very interesting. She is a 911 dispatcher, right? And so she had a brokerage account, like a stock account with Charles Schwab. And they were supposed to, maybe from, I guess, I don't know if it had to do with her investing or whatever, but they were right. So they were supposed to deposit like $80 into her account, and they had some new program. There was some glitch, and they accidentally deposited $1.2 billion. So what happened? And this was early 2021. We are just May. This was somewhere, I think, January, February. But what she did was, when she realized it, She transferred the money into another account. She brought a house. She brought a new car. And when they realized it, they started trying to contact her. They called her, they emailed her. She wouldn't respond to them, and then they turned it over to the police. They were able to recover about 75% of the money. So whatever that is, maybe about 300.
700, yeah.
Yeah. So they got about
Maybe
almost
800, yeah,
right,
800.
right, somewhere around $800,000 back, but they were not able to get that 300. So she's being charged with all these charges right now. So the question is, if anyone's out there, if you accidentally got money deposited into your account, whether it's a bank account or however, what would you do? What do you think of this story, Renee?
I can relate to this story. As a former banker, yes, I can. So as a former banker, that literally happened to me. So the bank had I mean, on the banker side, not on the not on the receiving side. Let me correct that. So the bank had just changed a system, and then so like the day before they did some upgrade in like a system, and I was still on the teller line, and then the next day I had like a loss. I mean, like, it was big. Okay. And then so when that happened, we could not find what exactly. I mean, and then like, I have experience there, so that's something that will never happen to me. And so definitely we knew that. We knew that it has to be due to the system change. Something had happened, and we couldn't find it for like maybe a week or two, should I say? And then thankfully, it wasn't like as big as 1.2 million though. So it was like one fairly large one, and then one like really like less than $300 one. The fairly large one, we turned it. But the $300 did not. Okay, because the thing is, I knew it. Sometimes the thing is, like, as Binko, you can, if you just because you see it, you know it, but you cannot just remove it. You have to get consent, and then the person, actually came and said, well, you were supposed to withdraw it, but you deposited. And then so he was, I mean, like, and we were talking. That's why, as if you are out here, you were teller banker. Do not talk when people are doing transaction with you. And then so, yes, she's supposed to return it. Well, not only is the moral things to do, is the ethical things to do. Somebody's getting fired for this.
I was gonna say I had an actual similar situation. So I think it's more common than people think. I made a deposit. So this was years ago. I had a bank account where I had one of those accounts where, like, you don't have a debit card or anything attached to it, just pretty much using it for savings. So I actually had to go into the bank and make a deposit. It's not something, it's not an account that I use on a consistent basis. So it's not something that I pay attention to, but it was like I made a small deposit, didn't think about anything. And I wasn't really checking my statements because it was real old school. It's not something, the whole purpose of it was to try to save. And so like a couple months after I made that deposit, because I don't go to that bank often, I just looked at my statement and they had made a significant deposit into my account.
Oh, wow.
Yep. They made they added, let's say I deposited $100, they added a couple more zeros. And so,
oh, wow.
So, but the thing is, you said they asked for permission. Nobody. So this is what happened is when I finally looked at my account, they took the money out themselves. No one contacted me. No one said anything to me. I guess when they realized, and when I saw the reversal of the deposit, it was like, it was some time. So I guess they had to figure out, what happened and all that stuff like that. But they didn't call me. They just fixed their problem. And I didn't say anything. And I didn't even notice it. So I'm sure they were very happy that I wasn't like trying to take the money. And I wouldn't do that anyway, because it's a bank. It's traceable.
Yes.
Like, there's nothing.
Yeah. They will come for you. It's not yours. They will
And,
come for you.
and when you mess with bank, you mess with wire fraud, you mess with, that's
Federal laws.
all. And federal law is not state law, which means you know how you always hear like, oh, they got sentenced to 10 years and they only did 5 years with good time. That does not exist in federal law. You get they have a maximum amount of time you serve. You know, there's I would first of all, it's
Like,
not right, but I
it's not
already
even
know
worth it.
it's
It's
not
not
worth it.
right, and it's not worth it.
No.
Because you will not get away with it. You will not.
And even
You
if you
know.
would, you're always gonna be looking over your shoulder. I don't know. I just
Exactly.
it's not right.
Exactly. 10, 20, 30 years from now.
Yeah.
All right, all right. That was our topic of the day. So let us know your opinion. And then actually, I'm not sure if this was a conversation on the Haitian Ladies Network group. And that was a similar story, and people were like,
They were
half and half. They were half and half.
that's
I'm
actually
almost like they were joking. So that being said, that is our topics of the day. Go ahead and contact your local officials, let them know you support the renaming of Lakeshore. And the thing is, I don't want to specify that when we said renaming Lakeshore Drive, it's not actually the outer street itself, just the drive itself. So businesses will not be affected, residences will not be affected. So nobody will need to change their address. It's just to honor the legacy and the history and to unify the city. So that is it. Right now, we're going to move to our immigration segment with attorney Daphnée Camilien. So let me.
yeah. So we can start. So yeah. So the we're just talking about what's going on with immigration news. It's not too much right now. It's right now the Congress is working on um I can't. I'm sorry. They're working on some of these immigration, bills that have been introduced, right? So we have the one for the dreamers, the one for the workers, the I can't think of the name, but the essential workers, migrant workers. So there's a couple bills that are pending. What's interesting is that Chuck Schumer um, is trying to explore if they can if they can't have some type of agreement between the Democrats and the Republicans. He's trying to figure out a way to push through some of this immigration reform without having the majority. That's what's necessary now. So you need to have at least 60 people say yes for for something to pass. But um, in the Senate, but he's saying that if he can get something called reconciliation, which is like passing it through some type of budget reform, getting permission from the parliamentarians. So it's all these rules of what they do. But if he can get some special permission, then they don't need the 60%. They don't need 60 people. They need 50, right? So the idea is that they would have to get the Democrats, but there's no you can't people can't assume that just because they're Democrat that they're going to vote yes for some of this immigration reform. I still stand by the first thing that I think most people that they'll be able to get some kind of consensus on is something with the dreamers, right? Those are the people who came to the United States at a young age as minors. They were brought here by parents. They had no say, and they were undocumented or overstay people, but they're under they're DACA people, right? So I think that there is some agreement on them, and that may be the easiest thing to pass immediately. It would be significant. A lot of them are essential workers. A lot of them are in school. Um, they're contributing, to society. There's so many things. Just to be even categorized as a dreamer, you have to go through a background check. You have to have to have at least a high school diploma, was it high school diploma. You can be currently enrolled in school, or trying to get some type of saying what kind of employment. So these are not, these are people who are just great candidates, and people want to help them. So I think that that would be a like natural next step, and maybe easier way to get some type of reform immediately is to take care of these dreamers. So that being said, if you are eligible for DACA, please look at the criteria. DACA is reopened, so if you never applied for DACA, you know, and it's something you always wanted to do, you should really look at the criteria. If you qualify, please go ahead and please, you know, go ahead and apply, especially if they provide some type of relief for people who are on DACA, aka the Dreamers. You want to be a part of that group. So that's my immigration news of the day. My immigration tip of the day is if you are filing any type of immigration application, anything of that nature on your own, let's say you're a green card holder, you're trying to be a citizen, if you're trying to do DACA, if you're renewing your work authorization, anything that you're doing on your own, right? Like say you're applying by yourself. So my tip would just be for those people, when whatever you're doing with USCIS, make sure you do a cover letter, right? So you'll have your application, your money, but make sure you have some type of cover letter, um, and it doesn't have to be fancy. It just say, you know, it could be simple like dear USCIS. Please see the enclosed application and just list everything you have, right? So if it's an I-90 application, if it's so that could be a bullet point. If it's your money, like a check for the money for a check for $500, bullet point. If you have a copy of your old work authorization or your green card, a copy of my green card, like those simple things, right? It could be three little bullet points, and then sincerely, Susie Q, and that's it. And remember, you always keep a copy of whatever you send to immigration. Always, always, always keep a copy for a long time. Pretty much, I say until you become a citizen, because immigration keeps a file on you, and um, whatever you say is being, you know, whatever you're writing on your applications at that time, all the information, it's always being, it's kept in some file. So 5 years from now, if you're trying to get your, you know, citizenship or green card or whatever, you just want everything to be consistent and you want to refresh it. Plus, if something's missing, it'll be easier for you to recreate anything that you need to, any applications or anything like that for the future. So that's it. Back to you, Renee.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you kindly for sharing that, Attorney Chameleon. We appreciate you coming here every Wednesday, sharing your knowledge with us so that we can be better equipped when it comes to going through the immigration process. Obviously, it's complex, but with you sharing your tips here, we can do it seamlessly. With that being said, let's just say you do want to have somebody who can hold your hands, who can do it for you. You don't want to be bothered with it. Go ahead and reach out to Attorney Chameleon. Her number is being scrolled. It's 847-410-9022. Obviously you can see that she is generous with the knowledge and she is knowledgeable about what she's doing. But then if you prefer somebody else to do it for you, go ahead and reach out. Thanks again, Attorney Chameleon. Anything else you want to add with respect
Nope.
to the immigration segment?
Nope, that's it.
Awesome, awesome. So right now we are moving to the financial, I'm calling it a wealth segment because
Mhm.
wealth can be more than just finances. And so because my goal is to share resources, that means that if there's any resource that can help you in any area of your life to help you thrive, my goal is to share it with you. So I'm renaming it wealth segment. So again, this is live in conversation with René Antoine and Attorney Chameleon. Hello, hello to all of you who are joining us. We appreciate it. Remember to share this because it is information that can help somebody you care about and who can save them money. And definitely the information that I share is gonna put money in their pocket. So with that being said, we're going to move to a wealth segment. All right. So let me do this real quick. Hello, hello everyone. My name is René Antoine. I am an entrepreneur, sharing resources to help family thrive. So on today's wealth segment, I do want to share with you all a resource that can help all of us thrive financially. And so I'm sharing with you all two resources, as a matter of fact. So one is Operation Hope. So if you are not familiar with Operation Hope, it is an organization that literally today they turn 29 years old. And then so they turned 29 years old today, so they are celebrating the anniversary. And this organization really came to be after the whole civil unrest that occurred after Rodney King was brutally beaten by police officers. Uh, and then those police officers were actually not, I mean, they were indicted, but then they were found to be not guilty. And then so that being said, that really caused a lot of civil unrest in LA. And then so Mr. John O'Brien then wanted to give a positive like response, and so he created Operation Hope. So I'm going to share that resource with you all, which is an amazing organization that helps families uh, to thrive financially. And so, if you are watching right now, I encourage you, especially if you are a business owner, you are an entrepreneur, maybe you just want to fix your credit, or maybe you have youths in your household and you want to help them thrive financially, definitely connect them with Operation Hope. Here is the website. Let me make sure that it's being, yep, yes, it is. All right. So we are right here on the Operation Hope website, and it shows it right now. It's the mission is to expand economic opportunity, making free enterprise work for everyone. So basically what they do is really giving the knowledge, sharing information, connecting us with financial institution. Basically, here it says right now we partner with financial institution, corporation, municipal agencies, and community organization to deliver hope inside. So if you want to know more about the type of work that they do, you click our work. And I remember I shared this resource with you all before. I hope some of you are actually, reaching out, taking advantage of those resources, because it's there for you. It's free for you. It's at no cost to you. I don't want to say it's free because obviously it's costing somebody something, but then for you to receive the service, it's at no cost. And then so our program, I'm just gonna read that for you all real quick. It's a for-purpose organization working to disrupt poverty and empower inclusion for low and moderate income youth. So these are all of the programs that they have. So from credit and money management, home ownership, small business development, and then so like I said, youth financial literacy, youth entrepreneurship. When you click on this, it's going to give you more information on what that entails. So if you are starting new, maybe you want to fix your credit, or maybe you want to start a business, or maybe you just want to teach your youth financial literacy, this is a great resource for you to have and for you to share with your community. So I remember I shared the 1 million business initiative, which is, them trying to help the everyday individual to launch their business. And again, the partner with so many different organizations which can help you do that. So that was my first resource for today. Congratulations, Mr. John O'Brien. Congratulations to Operation Hope celebrating 29 years of existence today. I always want to share with you all. Let me see. I did not put this. All right. I always want to share with you all another resource that can definitely help you all. Those of us who are business owners, I know for a fact that a lot of us may have a little difficulty when it comes to managing our business day-to-day finances. And so, especially the tax season is around the corner. If you find yourself scratching your head right now because you did not plan ahead, we don't have a system for organizing our expenses, organizing our income, really do not have like a really, I guess, extend knowledge of business record keeping, I'm going to share with you all a resource that can definitely help you make it easier for you going forward. So you definitely can take advantage of. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Thrivewithlane.com. It's on the bottom here. They have an excellent upcoming workshop on May 22nd. And so, if you want this year to be the year that you are not scratching your head when it comes to record keeping, for those of us who are business owner, I definitely encourage you I definitely encourage you to go and visit that website. It is an affiliate link. Sign up for this class. It's gonna be on the 22nd. It's gonna be a Saturday. So that way you and I we can run our business like a business. It is time that we running our business like a business so that we can take advantage of all the tax deduction available to us. So here's the site. Let me make sure that it's being shown. Yes, it is. Okay, awesome, awesome. So here it is. It's how to protect your business. It is important that we protect our business and understand record keeping in the corporate deal. So meaning that we don't want to be in trouble with the IRS. We don't want to do stuff unethically. And then sometimes we don't know. So what we don't know, we just don't know. And then so if you're in a situation where you want to start running your business like a business, and this is the year to do that, go ahead and take advantage of this course. I mean, it is an investment in your business. So definitely, I'm not a tax accountant, but then that should be a business expense. So it is gonna be on Saturday, May 22nd, and it's gonna show you how to protect your business, how to record your expenses, how to get yourself properly ready, especially when it comes to the tax season. So remember to visit www.thrivewithlane.com, and it's being shown here so you can start on your journey to financial freedom. So that was the wealth segment. That's it for me. Anything that you want to add before we close out? And if you all are watching, have any question, let us know. If you have any immigration question or wealth question, type it in the comment and we'll be more than happy to answer it for you all.
No, it was great information.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you. It is 9:01. And so this has been live in conversation with attorney Daphnée Camilien and René Antoine, sharing resources and bringing information to help you thrive. So again, you can reach out to attorney Camilien at 847-410-9022. That's 847-410-9022 if you need her services. And if you need maybe an insurance policy, you can also reach out to me as well on Facebook at 312-547-1990. And if you want to just start, learning how to run your business like a business, visit www.thrivewithlane.com. That's it for today. René Antoine and Daphnée Camilien signing out until next Wednesday at 8:30. Bye for now. Thank you to all of you who join us. We appreciate you. Share, leave us a comment. Go to our YouTube page. It's on the link. Like our YouTube page. Subscribe. We appreciate it. Have a good evening.